Hello, and welcome to Nishkavok, our beautiful country. I'm Joe, and this is Shirley. We are very happy here in Nishkavok, under the watchful guidance of our wonderful leader, Caesar Augustus. Shirley, do you have anything to add?
Caesar is the head of the Council of Bears, and we have reincarnated many important leaders, explorers, social leaders, political leaders, all of the leaders. And he is the head of that Council of Bears. How's the economy here? Do you want to tell them about the economy?
Well, Shirley, we don't have to discuss all that here because we have nice graphical representations that'll help you understand. And we'll go to those right now.
Okay, in Nishkavok, people build robots. That's their only job. But once they're done building their own personal robot, they don't have to work anymore. They can get everything for free, but they only can get a limited amount of items from the shop because there is no currency. These robots work in the factories. And once the resources are collected, whatever's left over, we sell to the rest of the world.
As the Grand Manager just explained in that quick overview, our economy is based on principles of no currency and just taking what you need. Shirley?
Okay, so people make, as I've already said, people make the robots, right? And then they make them work in the factories. And then because the robots work in the factories, they get the right to go to the store and take what they're allotted, which usually is just what they need.
That's right. And everything that we use here in Nishkavok, except a few resources that we'll explain how we get in a moment, come from the factories and the robots. And the excess is what we export to the other countries of the world. And now, we're going to go into a brief overview of our mining operations on Mars.
Hey guys, it's Shirley, again, from Nishkavok, and I'm here with Theodore. Well, not really here with him, he's on Mars, but he's going to explain the Mars process that we have.
So the Mars process is people from all around the world and a bunch of countries from all around the world are collecting resources on Mars, and in return we get about 45% of that back to Nishkavok.
Okay, so how long has this project been in motion?
It's been around since 2046.
Okay. How many countries and which countries do we have there?
Well, so far we have 3, Russia, Germany, and France.
Are we looking to have more countries there soon?
Not a lot of countries have signed the terms yet, but in about 2050 we should have about 60% of the world on our side for the Mars operation.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about the specifics about our political structure here in Nishkavok. So as we said before, our Council of Bears, as we call it, is our leading ruling body. And it's made up of reincarnated figures that we felt were best suited to rule our country. These men and women were not elected. We have chosen them based on various qualifications. The people of Nishkavok have no say in the government, but that is all right because they know that they are in literally the best hands. Shirley?
That is right, Joe. We have the best of the best. There's no question about it. We sat down in extensive processes of choosing who we want. And we make sure we have just enough that we won't have any arguments. So, Joe, do you mind telling us about the law system?
Yes. The law system is the Grand Council is divided into different sections. And these small groups control sections such as the economy, education, social systems, and each of those makes their own laws regarding their own section of our country. And every month, once a month, the entire council meets to discuss each of the decisions, and Caesar Augustus is able to veto any single decision. True.
And if he does veto a decision, Joe and I, as well as Theodore, will sit down with Augustus and make sure that he's not making any rash decisions. How the people in our society are informed.
Yes, we have a national newspaper / publication that every citizen receives on their electronic devices. It is called Us, and it has all of the news on any topic anyone would want to know about. Alright, Shirley, could you tell us about our education system here in Nishkavok?
Okay, Joe. Well, the leader of the education board within the Council of Bears is Sequoia. Sequoia takes it in, and he just really does a great job of Joe and I are really pleased with our selection for education, and he makes sure all of the children in Nishkavok from ages 5 till 16 get proper education.
That's right, and as you'll remember, Sequoia was a Native American who in the 18th century worked to create an alphabet for the Cherokee people, and for that reason we feel like he was qualified to run our education system here in Nishkavok.
That's right, Joe. Can you explain what we teach our people in terms of morals?
Yes. Our education system is based on practical things, especially as our economy is based on robotics. The children learn about robotics and engineering and ingenuity, so they can continue to make Nishkavok the best country in the world. And they are taught to know that every person is equal and special. So now, Shirley, would you like to talk about how our laws are enforced and what kind of punishments do we have?
Well, Joe, that's a really good question. Here in Nishkavok, we haven't had any kind of crime in 20 years. That is due to the great economic system and political board. Because there is nothing that people would need to steal because they get what they need from the stores. And there's no murders that need to happen because they're not upset with the government. We did have a robot task police force, but they were decommissioned or sent to the war effort during the invasion.
That's right. And now we will discuss the invasion that he has just mentioned and other wars in the history of Nishkavok. In 2025, Shirley and I had grown tired of the Russian government and began a war to take control of a large new island in the Sea of Okhotsk. We fought fiercely and in the end established this great nation. In 2036, the Chinese invaded our island nation to attempt to steal the secrets to our resurrection technology. Despite all of their effort, brilliant commanders Napoleon and Alexander held the Chinese off. The war was fought at great cost and many perished, but in the end we were victorious.
Hey guys, it's Shirley, and I'm here to explain the flag and geography of Nishkavok. So, let's start with the blue stripe in the middle. The blue stripe represents all the sadness of pre-independence when we were ruled by Russia. The white parts of our flag represent the greatness of our country since independence. The star means that we are the greatest country in the world. And the fact that it's orange represents fire, because the independence was very difficult. This is our country, Nishkavok. This is our capital, Gradgavok. It is translated into the city of the people in our language. On both sides of our capital,
there are the Buk and the Vuk mountains ranges. They provide protection. Our largest island, Bok, has our second largest city, which is Garoda. That is our best tourist attraction. This is our country relative to Russia. It was created by volcanoes and is in the Sea of Okhotsk.
We hope you've learned something, and we hope that you will come and visit us someday here in Nishkavok, which means country of the people, because we truly believe that our nation belongs to its people.
We would like to thank Gazelle Studios for making this special possible. Thank you.
Thank you.